really an evening of opportunity for these two 22-year-olds from Ipswich Town. Terry Butcher on the right, Russell Osman on the left, 2.5 months the younger. They've come through from the junior sides at Portman Road and now get the chance to bring club understanding to the major international arena. Trevor Francis, happily recovered, returns to grace that arena once again. His last appearance, almost exactly a year ago, was against Spain in Barcelona. And indeed, with Kevin Keegan fit, it's a very interesting England lineup. And really, it's up to the younger players like Butcher and Osman and Glenn Hoddle to claim their places. 5 survivors, incidentally, from the match against Spain in the European Championship in Naples. And indeed, there are 5 survivors too in the Spanish lineup. But more importantly for them, there are 3 new caps. Matheda in defence, who takes over from the injured Alasanko, Victor in midfield, and Marcos playing up front, the son of Marquitos, who used to play with Jose Santamaria, who's now the manager. The referee is Walter Eschweiler of West Germany. He's in the diplomatic service, which seems to be the right job for a referee. And England attacking the goal to our right. The pitch has had quite a bit of rain on it, but as with the League Cup final, it soaked it up pretty well. Here's Kenny Sansom. Match in Barcelona 12 months ago, England really showed some style with the key players all playing well. So let's hope that can be repeated tonight. England get the first free kick. Maron makes his way to the middle. Brooking crosses with his right. Butcher wasn't that far away. Never really came in on the angle. Chased by Marcos and chased by Satrustigi. Robson. The space to move into. And playing at the start with Brooking and Hoddle playing very wide. There's Keegan. And that is the first corner. Kevin Keegan, who had to shake off a cold. Butcher coming to take a position on the far angle. Are not too happy. Matheda once more. Nicely played. It's Zamora back to Juanito. Marcos calling for it on the far side. Zamora going down the middle, as is Satrustigi. And this is Zamora, play on, says the linesman. And that's put nicely in by Satrustigi. Well, the England players looking for the linesman on the far side. One has to say that was a very well-worked attack by the Spaniards. Juanito, now did he go too soon? I would doubt it. I would say the player on the far side played him on. This is Zamora. He squared it nicely and Satrustigi put it away with comfort. Timing of the pass, it's when the pass is played. And although Butcher appealed, I think that Kenny Sansom over the other side was the player who kept the Spaniards onside. 1-0 to Spain, and the scorer, Satrustigi. Francis, nicely off to Sansom. Keegan, Victor shadowing him. And obstructing him. Keegan not very happy. They stay shoulder to shoulder. And Francis is being chased by Camacho. Up comes Mariner. Mariner coming from distance as the Spaniards went on their man-for-man marking. Francis took Camacho out of the way. And in came Mariner, number 9. Got up above Tendillo, but couldn't control the header. Joaquin has made the forward run, number 8. Satrustigi, good challenge by Osman. Joaquin. Butcher following his club colleague. Camacho. So Brewster coming in on it, and Neil allowed him to get goal side. So Brewster disappointed. And I think that Phil Neal might be a bit disappointed too, because he allowed the forward to get in front of him for the header, and in fact leaned on him a bit. I think the Spaniard might have some justification for complaint, because Neil had lost him and then leant on him. Held him a bit. Sanson. Osman. Just Spaniard behind the ball then. Juanito. Is making the end run, and up comes Gordillo into an enormous gap that was left by the centre forward's run, and Gordillo's shot came off the head of Neil and off the crossbar. Just look at the spaces coming into here. And the ball came off the head of Neil, off the crossbar and away. Hoddle, Neil, Osman. Dio following Mariner, and Victor following Keegan. This Hoddle is getting more room than most. Neil. Brooking. Under a lot of pressure from Joaquin. Neil's cross, and Mariner lost the flight of the ball, it seemed. Robson. Hoddle! Oh, I say, he's done it again. When inspiration was needed, he has once more provided it. Marvellous crack. Confidence of a player who knows his own shooting ability. Robson who curled it back, out by Matheda, and look at this for a cleanly hit shot. And England are back level, and Hoddle has another moment to remember, and so do the Wembley crowd who enjoyed the one against Bulgaria. Gordillo. That's Brookings. Everything's right of him. Mariner the furthest over, and Gordillo literally diving in. Hoddle again. Brookings' header, and Hoddle's left foot shot by no means as good as his right, although he is capable of both feet. This is Juanito, and this is Zamora, and Clements looking distraught, and again there was an enormous gap. Well, they're enjoying that, all right. Juanito timed the pass so well, and Butcher couldn't get across, and Zamora put it wide of Clements' left hand. Looking down on it, you can see how Terry Butcher, who turns here, he was looking for another man. He was the last man back, struggling to get there to cover. And Zamora put Spain back into a 2-1 lead. Sanson moving forward, but I don't think he'll quite make that. Oh, but he will now. Straight by Victor. Brooking, shadowed by Joaquin. Butcher. And Mariner got up, and the goalkeeper tried to punch. And here's Robson. Oh, and a fantastic save. Now, in a matter of, 20 seconds there, you saw the worst and the best of Akanada. His punch was a disaster. His reflex save was quite brilliant. Look at that. Never got there because of Mariner. He obviously thought he was fouled. And now as the ball comes to Robson, it comes through the crowd, and it was a fine save. Robson. Juanito. What a good player he is, this number 7. Sometimes lets his temperament get the better of him, but his skill is undoubted. And right on the button. The West German referee brings the first half to an end. And you have to go back 8 matches and 21 years since Spain last beat England. But they lead by 2-1 here at half-time. Satrustagi, who got the first, Zamora, who got the second. And in between times, Glenn Hoddle hit a fizzer for England, who have a lot to do in the second half. England, in fact, hadn't been beaten at Wembley during Ron Greenwood's reign. The last defeat was by the Scots in the last match of the Don Revie era. Tonight's referee was present when we lost to Holland here. Here's Camacho. Already with all the new boys, the problems have come down the left side, where the fullback is one of the more experienced players. Osman. Split by Francis. Robson. Sanson cutting in. Brooking. Taken by Huddle and used. Francis. Robson. Met Camacho. England have got to be careful not to get caught on the break. It was a bit square for Zamora, and that helped England. This is Victor. This room here for Marcos. Oh, he could have a crack. And in the end, it seemed that he'd spoiled his angle, but it was a pretty fearsome shot, and one that Clements couldn't hold. Came wide here, delayed the shot. Clements could only parry. Unfortunately for him, Satrustagi was too far away to collect. Mariner. Robson trying to get Sanson in. And Brooking just couldn't get there in time. But it was a nice move. With Robson finding Kenny Sanson so well. Cross ball just eluding Brooking. Joaquin. Showing some excellent control that the crowd started to applaud. Here's Brooking though. Had to hold it because Mariner went offside. Hoddle. Robson. Keegan being physically held there by Victor. Brooking. And just away by Matador from the oncoming Mariner. But the breakthrough has surely got to come for England. Robson's cross. A fair amount of ball watching going on, except by Victor, who didn't watch it enough. Keegan. Hoddle. Brooking. Finding it so difficult to keep on his feet. Brooking once more, and he's got no chance for challenges like that. And the referee decides that the booking is not justified. Four to come across. Just the touch and Akanada. This is Marcos. Juanito. There. One by Huddle. Robson. Mariner, but it was out. Mariner, who scored against Norway and against Switzerland, the two previous internationals of this season here. The Spaniards are going to make the first substitute if they give them the chance. It's Victor who's going to come off and Montero who's going to come on. And Victor, presumably they thought that the player from Zaragoza was willing to lose it a bit on Kevin Keegan. Interesting to see whether Montero from Sevilla is given the job of marking Keegan. Trevor Booking makes his way to the touchline. Not in truth be one of his happier internationals. And Ray Wilkins comes back into the fold. Having such a bad time with injuries. Here is the new man. That will find Gordillo. Three in the middle. One is Satrustagi. And here's Zamora. And Neil missed out. And there's Satrustagi. Oh, that was a real nightmare for the England defence. They contained not a very good challenge in the middle. Satrustagi who knocked it back. Here's Zamora. And Neil dived in. Zamora turned and Satrustagi just couldn't find a near angle. In England, I think in these closing 10 minutes, are going to try a change of tactics in bringing on a winger. That's Peter Barnes we can see at the top of the picture. Keegan winning the ball on the track. Wilkins. Sanson. Francis. Oh, that's useful. And again, Matador was there. And the shot was from Russell Osman. When he came running in on it, it was a good turn by Francis, one of his best moments of the match. Matador got it out, and Osman couldn't keep it down. And that's the last action from Trevor Francis. He's the man to go off. And Peter Barnes gets back into the action. Played in only one of the last 15 games before today, and that was in another defeat against Wales at Wrexham. And the substitution also, we're going to see Danny in the action. And as usual, he's replacing Juanito. It's a regular thing for the Spaniards. Danny will be remembered for The penalties against Ray Clements in Naples. The shuffle that wasn't allowed. And the substitutes have 6 minutes left. Barnes has gone out to the right. Keegan. Sanson. Osman. Butcher. Sanson. Montero very sharply at him. Mata does test again. Keegan. Blocked by Camacho. Really attacked the ball. Hoddle. Sanson. Must be surely. No! What a good save. He went one way, Kenny Sanson, and flicked it the other way. But the goalkeeper was right on top of him. He was out so quickly, and he was on top of him and just got the feet, and he uses them so often, there's no fluke in that. Every part of his body counts for this fella. Kenny Sanson, who got in nicely and has had a good attacking second half. Well, the referee looks at his watch, and how curious that he was the referee in charge when we lost to the Dutch. The whistle is in his lips. No, a free kick has been given. And the last hope for England. Wilkins, who really hasn't been able to get into the match. Just to show the referee's right. Barnes has only seen the ball once. Keegan. Another look at the watch. And no further look is necessary. Acanada comes out, and Spain, under his captaincy and the management of Jose Santamaria, have gained their first victory at Wembley and ended a run of 7 games of success by England against Spain. Glenn Hoddle showing the dejection the England players must feel as he goes off. And it has to be said that the Spaniards, on the balance of play,